Hello and welcome to Khaleej Times. Today we have with us His Excellency Udaya Indrarathna, Ambassador to the UAE from Sri Lanka, and he's going to be talking to us about some of the travel initiatives that Sri Lanka is undertaking to attract tourists to the country.
Thank you so much for coming and for the interview. Thank you, Khaleej Times.
So let's begin with the current or the economic crisis. How has that affected the tourism industry?
Well, as you know, we had a major crisis in Sri Lanka, and one of our main income come from tourism. As you know, prior to the COVID pandemic, we had bomb blast, and then came COVID, and obviously Sri Lanka was totally isolated, and it was a challenging time for our industry, and then came the economic crisis. So I think I'm very happy to say it's past, and we have overcome many of the challenges. Sri Lankans, as you know, a very resilient nation. We have a new president, we have a new cabinet, very, very effective. We have tackled the situation very, very carefully, and we have controlled is beyond imagination. Now tourists are back. In fact, many hotels are full, and similarly our economy is recovering so rapidly. So I'm very happy to say that Sri Lanka is back.
What are some of the new initiatives that the government has taken to get tourists back into the country?
Well, we have a new tourism minister to start with, young, bright tourism minister, Honorable Fernando, and under his leadership we have taken a lot of initiatives. We have appointed brand ambassadors, as well as we have gone on a campaign, and we have also increased our air capacity, air connectivity, and we are looking at the entire tourism value chain for us to rejuvenate and revitalize Sri Lanka and to bring back our numbers. So I think Sri Lanka realized, and our leadership realized, the lowest hanging fruit for Sri Lanka is the tourism, and we are all focused and we are very much into this. So I would say we have made a serious comeback and we are on the game.
So Sri Lanka is a beautiful country, and you said that the economic crisis is now sort of behind you and you have tourists coming back into the country.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about what kind of countries tourists are flocking to Sri Lanka from.
Well, India, but Europe is back, and major European interest has come. So is Russia, so is China. So I think it's diverse really, and I think most of the traditional markets have come back. It was a little bit isolated as a result of COVID. So I would say every market is giving a lot of interest. Now is the Middle East, and Middle East also market is very attractive for Sri Lanka, and also Middle Eastern visitors are very, very fond of Sri Lanka and the diverse culture of Sri Lanka and also beauty, right? So I think we are very much penetrating all the markets.
So just to give me like 5 ways or 3 ways in which Sri Lanka differs from other travel destinations within the same demographic.
Well, first of all, is an island nation. The beautiful country like Sri Lanka, I don't think there are no other country like Sri Lanka. I think it's such a diversity, and with a very short distance of travel, you find any weather you wish to, and from beaches to all the tea plantations to historical sites to like Sigiriya, Anuradhapura, so on, and also a lot of interesting places for discovering for very interesting travelers, and the golf and everything else what you can dream as a tourist, right, as a visitor. So I think my country is, I think it's a center of any tourism destination you can mention. I think my country will beat any country for that matter. So I think it's very, very beautiful and very diverse.
Also, if you could tell us a little bit about the Sri Lankan community that's already in the Middle East. In what way can they sort of be brand ambassadors for Sri Lanka?
Right. See, Sri Lanka as a community in UAE is 330,000 Sri Lankans in UAE, and then we have almost 10 million people live in UAE itself, local Emiratis and expatriates. It's a 4-hour distance to Sri Lanka, so it's very, very attractive. What we are doing is very strategic. I am heading up a committee here in UAE. There are 20 travel trade professionals who have gather, and we are brainstorming. We are creating strategies to regenerate Sri Lanka, and it's going to work very well. In fact, today is the launch of this group under my leadership. What we try and do is to bring back Sri Lanka. At the moment, from the very highest numbers, the peak of Sri Lanka at the moment is about 20%. So there are 80% more to go to reach the peak, but I think the potential is much bigger. So we'll do everything possible to promote, mitigate bad publicity, increase airline capacity, and social media, and everything what Sri Lanka has to do. We want to make a role model, a tourism destination, and also outbound destination from UAE.
So Sri Lanka is a beautiful destination. I'm sure you're going to have a lot more tourists flocking to the country. Thank you so much, sir, for being a part of this interview.
Tanisha, thank you so much for coming and interviewing me. As an ambassador of Sri Lanka to UAE, I'm very proud and very, very happy to associate with Khaleej Times, the media hub of the region. So, Tanisha, we look forward to working with you in the future to promote and position Sri Lanka in a very big way. Thank you so much, Tanisha.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.